Hi, I'm Rob Cram, and today we're taking a look at Creepy Jar's Green Hell, a survival game which is entering PC early access on Steam and puts you into the Amazon jungle. Currently in the early access build there is only the survival mode on offer, but we are going to jump into that. Start again fresh, which offers a bit of the story to begin with and then goes into the game proper. So I must say from the beginning that the game actually looked rather lovely. Got some really nice graphics, especially at 4K resolution, but unfortunately I am recording at 1440p at the moment for performance reasons. I've got the settings on very high, or the maximum settings, just so that you've got a good glimpse at how the game is looking. So it's been compared to The Forest, but the developers have said that this is a far more in-depth survival experience compared to the other game. They've been really clear on that. So let's just jump into the story. It's kind of like a introduction.
I'm here. Hey! I made it!
Is everything all right?
Yeah! You can come up!
You do know you have the walkie-talkie, right?
You can come up.
Just go ahead. I need to find something in my backpack.
I bet you want to nap some more. I know you all too well.
Maldición. Can't hide anything from you.
Very well. You can catch up, yes? The path leads through that canyon.
I know.
Oh, have you tied down the boat?
Jake, I know this might sound stupid under the circumstances, but I am glad we came back here.
Yeah, I feel you. The place is beautiful. Still,
we can't forget what we came here for in the first place, I know. But as soon as we're settled in, I am off to the Jawahuaca village. And what if they will not speak to us?
come on, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're a phenomenal interpreter. If anyone can communicate with them, it's you.
Good thing I have an anthropologist at hand, Dr. Higgins.
So with the introductions out the way, I must find the camp. So obviously you can see here how wonderful the game looks. There's currently no controller support, but I'm using Xpadder and able to use the controller and the mouse at the same time. That's just my preference. I mean, you've got to be really careful. I've discovered that, you know, if you start running around jumping off ledges, you're liable to get an injury. So you really have to pay attention to your surroundings and make sure that you're thinking like you would do if you were actually there. It's kind of the way the game wants you to play.
Okay, I found the tent.
Is everything all right?
Spacious interior, luxurious cots, not all that fancy. Oh, and there's a dirt floor.
As long as it doesn't leak, I am fine with it.
Soul Trail always delivers. At first glance, it looks like we have everything we might need.
Perfecto.
Day 2.
Well, that's everything. We're officially settled in.
You know what that means, don't you?
I remember the agreement, but maybe we should reconsider this. I'm not sure it's the best idea for you to visit them alone.
Cariño, you know I have to do this. It's the only way to make them talk. Oh, don't worry. It'll be all right. Better pick up some wood. Let's have a romantic dinner.
Romantic canned beans.
Use your imagination.
So she's here to speak to the indigenous people of this region, who've got contact with the outside world. And I'm not sure why I'm here. Obviously I'm her partner, and I'm here to accompany her on her mission. So, creating a fire, something that seems to be pretty straightforward. So this will give you an idea of the crafting aspect. So, you've got to go to your notebook.
Honey,
Find the sticks.
I can't seem to find a bag or two. Are you sure you brought everything?
Yeah, everything the porters left. Why? Is anything missing?
I'm not sure yet. But it feels that way.
Okay, got enough sticks. Right.
Well, looks like everything's ready. Mia, can you bring me a lighter?
Remember when I mentioned we seemed to be lacking some equipment?
Don't tell me.
Yeah, we have no fire.
Not a single lighter, nor box of matches. We ordered both. Did you check everywhere?
I did. You need to do it the old-fashioned way.
Well, not the best start of the expedition.
We check the notebook. What is required to create fire? We need to create a fire starting tool to begin with, which is a stick. So do we have the right tools? So place it on there, yeah. And that creates the correct
I need
tool.
to find something dry.
Which just so happens to be standing next to a palm tree with dry leaves. Okay.
Oh, Mia! The fire is burning.
Coming. Give me a minute.
How do you do it?
What?
You seem so calm.
I am calm. I don't know how to explain it, but strangely, it feels safer here than there.
Oh, I don't know. Jaguars, venomous spiders, and snakes. Let's not forget the scorpions. A mere ant's bite hurts like hell.
I am well aware of that. But still, we have a chance to achieve something. Make a difference. At home, all we could have done was be helpless and wait. I prefer the wilderness.
Yeah, you're right. I'm optimistic. If we're gonna find answers, hell, it'll be here. This time we need to pay attention to the slightest details. Last time I must have missed something.
Last time, you were only making general observations. This time, we have a specific goal.
Nonetheless, I'm a bit worried about you meeting the Yabawaka.
Everything will be fine. I need to go alone. We already agreed that's the only way. Besides, they don't seem to like you.
They don't seem to like outsiders. They shot arrows at a military chopper.
Hard to blame them. Since you published your book, they've been under siege by the media, scientists, doctors. The World Health Alliance established a medical camp and probably performed research, violating the tribe's taboos. But I will convince them. I have to.
Day 3. I mean, I can actually show you the performance, I think. There you go. And remember, this is at 1440p.
Hello? Mia?
Hey, sleepyhead. Finally up?
You left already? Why didn't you wake me up?
You know I hate farewells.
Well, I was hoping we'd have breakfast together. You surprised me, that's all.
Admit it. You thought I forgot your birthday, didn't you? Well, I didn't.
Exactly what I wanted. It even has solar batteries.
And a macro element scanner. Check yourself to see if you're not missing any. We've been here only a few days, but stress can wear you out.
Tell me about it.
So basically giving me details of my vitals, my thirst, various states of hunger. It's not just a case of one hunger, it's carbohydrates and fats and other stuff, protein. So let's find something to replenish my health. I mean, I can go out here now and grab some bananas. If I look for a banana plant somewhere. I mean, they're quite distinctive. They have red flowers. If I just venture a bit further out, you might see one. Okay, so grab the banana. You see that's giving me the carbohydrates. let's just eat the protein bar. So I'll go back to my backpack. Okay. All good.
Well rested and well fed.
Perfect. And keep it that way. We need that brain of yours working at peak performance.
I'll try to take good care of it. Have you found them yet?
See. And, as expected, they don't want to talk. They behave as if I am not here.
But they haven't driven you away. That's a good sign. You need to convince them that you're one of them.
Agreed. That seems to be the right course of action. I will sleep on the edge of the village and only eat what I can find.
Just be careful, please.
I will. But if I am to live like them, we can't be talking so often.
You're right. They're suspicious of technology.
If anything goes wrong, I'll leave the village and get you on the radio. Otherwise, you can assume everything is just fine and there is no need to worry.
All right. Let's focus on the goal. I'll be focusing on indexing new plant species. I think I saw a few new specimens around here.
So I've got to find a tobacco plant which is marked by its yellow flowers, I believe. Let me just read that again. Maybe not. So it says go to the north side of the camp. And there's my compass. So let's have a look. Tobacco plant. So as I said, it does look absolutely fantastic. Really nice foliage. I think this might be what I'm looking for. That's a Molinaria plant. No. Tobacco.
Damn it! Oh, fuck me. Mia, I know I was supposed to not call, but the line snapped and I fell down a good 30 feet.
Just Mio, are you okay?
I'm not sure.
Hold on. I'll walk away a bit so they can't hear you. Let me know once you have checked yourself.
So this is a bit more of the intricate stuff. So I can now look at my wounds. So left arm is okay, no injuries there.
Oh, that's definitely not good.
Ouch. Check my legs as well. Nothing there, okay, no breakages. All good. So the arm needs patching up.
It's all right. Nothing's broken. Just scratches and bruises. Nothing to worry about.
In the jungle, every scratch can be dangerous. You need to patch everything up. Do you remember how to do it?
Yes, I do. Mullenaria. Long, smooth, acute leaf, surrounded by yellow flowers.
That's it.
Okay, I'll go look for it.
You should have it in your notepad. Call me when you've treated your wound.
Well, we already found it, so obviously the notepad will give you an idea. You just go to your healing, basic dress, add the leaf to the crafting, so we'll go to crafting, and you've got the leaves under the leaf section, and then we just add that. Do that first. I'm not sure it's going to let me do it until I've looked. Alright, dressing. Create a bandage. Come out of this mode, then go back to inspect. Right arm, spin it round, and then open up the backpack and bring over the bandage. Okay, that's me patched up.
Here I am, all wrapped up nicely.
Does it hurt?
Not much.
Good. Hopefully, it will heal fast.
So, how are you doing?
I'll be initiated in a few days. I am optimistic. I expect to be treated as one of their own after that, and I should be able to ask some questions then. Some elders are opposed to this, though. Luckily, Chief Kuini is on my side.
Why are they opposed?
I think they were divided even before I joined them. The chief wanted to approach the World Health Alliance peacefully, but a few of the elders insisted on fighting. Now, the Jabahuaca basically have two factions.
Sounds dangerous, Mia. Be careful.
I'm not in any danger. Told you, I'm optimistic. Jake, please come in. Jake, I need you here. Jake, please. Please answer me.
Mia? What happened? Mia, speak to me. Mia! What the hell's going on over there?
Okay, so that kind of fast forwarded quite a number of days. But you get that the situation goes from pleasant to extremely serious and dire for poor old Mia. So that was basically the tutorial. And now we sort of jump into the main survival mode. And you're kind of just thrust in here, having had the machete and everything else, the food, the shelter. You're now sort of in the thick of it. But if you... So obviously look, there's a coconut there, that'd be nice to have. Unfortunately, I don't have the tools to crack that open unless I can smash it against a rock. I'm sure it's going to let me do that. Let's just drop that for now. That's a really nice mud texture there. So basically I've got to survive now at all costs. Bearing in mind I've got the watch, which gives me an idea of my levels. But you've got to sort of take into consideration the perils of living in the jungle. So, for example, if I get thirsty, drinking this water here is dirty, and that's going to cause some kind of potential stomach infection. But there are signs of human life. You're not just stranded here. You saw that coconut fall from the tree. But unfortunately, it's not easy to use stuff that you might think you can use. I mean, earlier, in an earlier playthrough, there was all sorts of stuff. I was thirsty, but unfortunately I couldn't pick up any containers to capture the rainwater, for example, which you'd think is quite an obvious thing that you could do, but not in this situation. I mean, look, lots of empty bottles, lots of bottles that are, but I can't actually interact with those for some reason. Jerry cans. So all I can do here is sleep. So you really do have to kind of just survive. Now you might not have noticed, no, I think I'm okay at the moment, but if I spend too long in the water, then I could fall foul of any critter that's in the water that might want to attach itself to my appendage. So, but then there's also a darker element to this as well, I've discovered. There are natives that will suddenly appear from nowhere or make weird noises. Which you'll have to fight. Unknown fruit, so you don't know what these fruits are. So I guess it's a case of trial and error. So if you saw the notebook, that's given me some options to craft stuff. So if you go and have a look. Basic dressing, spears, these traps. It's giving me the ingredients that I need. Let's see if I can create something else. So a light.
God, I'm thirsty.
I think there's something wrong with the writing here. I think it's not fitting the page properly for some reason. So yeah, if I want to create a fire, then it tells me what I need. It allows me to place it. I'm not seeing anything about weapons. I don't have anything in my backpack. Nope, nothing. Right, so let's just see if we can find somewhere else. I mean, previously I found a bone knife in one of the settlements, or abandoned settlements. But this time, so I'm assuming then there's a bit of a random generated stuff here, because the level wasn't like this previously. Right, so I'll be warned that I've got something attached to me, so if I go back to the inspect mode, have a look, where is the little critter? Probably on my leg. Nope. Nope, oh, he's on my arm. There he is. Just take him off. So I think really this is going to be quite a deep game. You're going to have to... I mean, I think the story might be quite interesting, but that's not available yet. That's quite handy to find that. Coconut bowl.
God, I'm thirsty.
No, you can't carry too many of those. So we know how to make fire, so I could actually make this into a torch, which might help. And there's an option to save the game. Well, that's quite a good find, a bow. I wonder if I can actually pick that up and use that against the rock. No. Need a machete or some other blunt instrument. Right, there's a stick blade I've got. So this is quite a good find coming here. And where was that bow? So there's all my tools, which can be accessed via the numbers. So I've got a blade here. Will that allow me to open the coconut? Yes. Let's see what I can do with that. Drink. Okay, so I've got some food, so that's quite good. So I think you're getting a good idea of what you can expect from this game. Obviously there's a lot more dangers. You've got wild animals to contend with. You've got the natives who aren't very friendly to the white man. And then you've got the elements like disease and other stuff which can finish you off. So yeah, quite an interesting concept for a game. I mean, it's not entirely original, but it's pretty cool. And as I said before, the graphics are pretty nice. So maybe then I should really consider thinking that this is a good place for the camp. I should actually be looking at my watch to see what my levels are, and they're not looking good. My thirst is low. And my hunger, so I've got coconuts. I'm doing a good job of smashing those. We're expending more energy than oh dear. There must be a more effective way of getting those open. So let's go to the backpack. My sanity is rising or lowering. Right, so let's eat the coconut shell. Yep. Let's eat these unknown fruits. Right, that's giving me some good hydration. Okay, I've got that orange juice there in the back as well, so still not really there. Ah, some mushrooms. So let's just eat them and see what happens. Unknown mushrooms, not sensible to do that. And these are giving me energy, which is great, but I don't know what after effects they might have. At least they're raising my carbohydrates, which is great. I'm going to assume that you'll probably be able to cook them or do other stuff with them. Maybe dry them out. So let's see if I can go to sleep. Nope, it's not going to let me here. I'm going to have to go back to the bed by the camp. So where was that? So going with what I said earlier, I mean, if I was to just drop off the cliff here, I would probably break an ankle or something, and that would be pretty serious stuff to have to deal with. So definitely not advised. Through the water. I'm not sure if there's crocodiles to contend with. There could be. We know there are jaguars. Water filter. That's quite useful. Right, here's where we were before. So let me just go to sleep. And hopefully that'll give you an idea of what it's like at night time now in the jungle. It's very creepy and a completely different atmosphere now, and I assume different types of creatures will come out at night time now. I mean, everything's quite relaxing right now. Pretty sure I've got some serious problems. Yep, I'm thirsty. But you kind of get the point anyway. That's just giving you a basic idea of what you can expect. I think I already said that. So if you think this is the kind of thing that you want to experience, then this is pretty immersive stuff. But like I said, once you start hearing these strange calls in the night that don't sound like wild animals, they sound like humans making wild animal noises, then things start getting a bit spooky. And then you're going to have to defend yourself or fight to the death against the indigenous people of this jungle who are more experienced at surviving it than you are. But anyway, the graphics absolutely wicked, really cool. Nice effects here, and really put you in the game mode. So I'm going to just jump off. Be very careful there to not break my legs. So I think for those more interested in having their handheld and maybe a bit more narrative, then the story mode is definitely something more interesting. But for the purist looking to survive, then I think this mode is pretty cool. You last as long as you can hold out for. So I mean, I should have made a fire, I should have got a torch together. Light over here, we've got the sun rising. At least you've got a different experience of the light levels in the jungle, which is pretty cool. So as I said earlier, I mean in 4K the game looks pretty even more impressive, but it's, as you can see now, look, it's kind of, the frame rate is dipping quite a bit. I am using maximum settings. Obviously they can optimize this a bit better during the early access stage, but I think at 1440p it runs reasonably well, apart from the odd dips here and there. So I've come well away from my base. Nice god rays coming through the canopy of the trees. So yeah, they really captured the sort of jungle flavour well. I think probably people that have been in real jungles will say it's a lot more dense foliage that you have to cut your way through, but I'm sure that that's possibly deeper into the game that you'll have to start doing stuff like that. I mean, right now the pathway is quite clear. I'm just heading towards the sunlight. Oop, snake! A rattler. Is it a rattler? I could actually try and attack it. Okay, I've been bitten by the snake. Biting me again. They're very risky. It's like I'm not even touching him. I mean, that snake should be dead. Green hell. Oh dear. Okay, well, you get the idea. Let's see if I can load the other to give you a different idea. Well, that was interesting. The knife wasn't really touching the snake at all, and then I heard some other shouting as well. It was all a bit too much for our intrepid explorer. So I'm not sure where I am now. I'm near the camp. Right, this is at the beginning again of the survival mode. So there's another camp over here. So again, this will now show you then how different this is to the one that we just loaded. This is a completely different starting point. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here showing signs of life, and lots of goodies as well to pick up to help you on your way. As I said, unfortunately you can't pick everything up. Like a bone knife this time, which is a bit more formidable against the snakes maybe. Like a pair of jeans. And then you've got these really loud parrots and macaws, whatever they are, that keep you awake. So let's go back to night time again. Although I shouldn't really. I should really explore this entire area and pick up as much resources as I can. I mean, look, you've got a generator here. So someone's obviously been here, but they're not here at the moment, so maybe they could return. But I've slept here and nothing's happened before, so I assume that it's abandoned for some reason. An old microwave. So I'm not sure what this looks like. Some sort of processing plant. Not sure what plants they're processing. This is South America. So obviously I'm free to explore here. I don't have to just sit around the base. I don't have to just follow this route. What's that? Some other creature over there. I can walk around and just go into the depths of the jungle and get lost. I mean, I'm ill-equipped to taking down any other creature. Just this knife. I need a bow and arrow or something. Let's see if I can jump into the water. Not advisable. Let's do it. Oh, hit the side. It's not even that deep. I think I've probably broken my ankle. I'm walking okay. Let's have a look at the inspection and see what happens. My arms are okay, it'll be my leg. Oh yeah, big cut there, so that will get infected. If I leave it. Anyway, I'm not really focusing on that. I'm just showing you the basics. We've already seen how he can dress his wounds. Right, this is a man-made pathway here, so obviously this is going to lead somewhere if I continue along it. But who knows how long it would take? Maybe miles, where I run out of resources before I get anywhere. Or worse. And again, my stamina is really low here. Let me just look at the watch. First. So I think I'm going to leave it at this. I think you've got an idea. It's a shame I can't show you the story mode or more of it, which for my taste is a bit more interesting. But you get an idea anyway. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm Rob Cram. Thanks for watching, and the game is releasing this week on Steam Early Access. Okay, thanks for watching.